Hi, Idol Shan here, and I just want to make a quick announcement about some stuff, especially on my music. Also, apologies for my voice, it's gotten a little hoarse because I'm not feeling well right now. Um, my new record, Sub, is gonna be out soon, and I want to share the context behind the album. So, Sub, my new record is a brother to my previous release, Upside, where we used to talk about the golden hour before going home. When I made Upside, that was the whole context of the record. But then you'll realize that it's about the rain. So that's how Sub is gonna explore the context of metaphorically, as I have envisioned it when I made up Subside. It was the whole idea of embracing the afternoon. Sub was about the phrase, the rain's about to pour down. In a sense, you're about to cry now. So that's why it's called Sub. Because for this record, I had indulged myself in exploring the idea of being hurt, the feeling of being on the verge of crying or sobbing. In a total sense, it's about suppressing emotions, vulnerability, and loneliness. And I think it was really important for me to acknowledge hurt the same way I had acknowledged happiness when I was doing on Suicide. So this record actually explores that. So when I was writing the latter of Suicide, I thought of it as an EP from scratch. But I think having thought process and taking time into making your art is really important because you get to polish them more, refine them more, and make them better. So I wasn't actually open to the idea of continuing it of Subside because I had like a lot of concept record stacked on shelves. I think like 8 or 10, and then so I told myself to just sonically end the record just as it was. But I guess as you grow older, your emotions go deeper. So when I wrote up Suicide, I was really happy, sentimental even. I was at the point of my life where I was like closure and really at peace with myself. So I had the opportunity to explore this, write them, create the songs, and conceptualize it as a way of coping, and then release them eventually. So it was really in alignment with myself because it was at that time it was really in a good place. Yeah. So that record wasn't drawn from the idea of getting over the work, be done and just get it out. Because it actually took me quite a lot of years to do it, conceptualize it, and put it into place. So I did not know that while doing Sob, I would be also in that same what you call this situation, but in an opposite way. So while doing it, I was really hurt. I was feeling a lot of things. I was emotionally all over the place, but it centered more around the idea of being hurt. And you know it. So Sub was actually really interesting and was a good process to work with too. So I made this record outside my comfort zone, and it was fulfilling to create again. Like I've never been this creative my whole life because I used to just shelve them, and then do another, do more, do a lot, and then come back to them years later. So when I was doing this, I carefully planned out the tracks to actually align. with my current situation. I wrote a lot, a lot, a lot. Like, I think I could do 4 more records writing and producing this. So I chose the best ones to fit well with what I'm going through. So this almost feels like an autobiography. I mean, if you've been with me for the past 5 years, which I've been creating, I've been releasing music for the past 5 years, I think. You will... Was it 5 years? I think I started 2018, so it's like 7 years. You would actually understand how I grew as an artist, as a producer, as a songwriter, with the way my works progressed. So it was really important for me, and it was really a proud thing for me to say that I grew up doing this. I really grew with the process that I'm working with. I really grew with my art. So it feels really nice and fulfilling to create, So because this new record actually is like created outside my comfort zone, so it was really fulfilling, and I feel so glad to be able to do this. It's a privilege to be able to work and hone your craft while you're growing as well, because it becomes a part of you. So that's why my works somehow feel like an autobiography, because they are being told by me through poetries, through songs, and through emotions that I convey on my tracks. Because, for this record, it became more of the sense of being hurt and about to burst into crying. Because I know that as I grow up, my hurt becomes deeper. And I actually really like the idea of creating through it and explore my emotions. So for that, I am really grateful that I have created this anthologies of music that actually reflects my experiences in life. So I want you to feel through this album the verge of sobbing, the way I was actually during the whole process. The emotions were raw when this was being conceptualized and recorded, thus they are actually not refined when produced, because I want to retain the emotions that I was feeling while recording it. I don't want to somehow force myself into feeling something. I want to create while feeling something, if you get what I mean. Because for me on this record, emotions is really important. I want it to be felt. I know I might have moved forward from some of this, and I'm also still going through it, but when I come back to listen to, they still feel raw and vulnerable, and they somehow make me sob. So my new record, which is a brother to Also Upside, Sob, will be all yours to sub to this 2026. I will start putting out songs and tracks first before the final release, and I will also share the album cover and then the track list after. I'm still on the process of having them being approved by my recording distributor. Now I want to share to you that the first track for this record is gonna be titled Anime, and a music video will accompany it, and also I will start putting in the teasers because I am so excited with the visuals that I am putting out. So yeah, I think that's it. Bye bye, and thank you for actually listening to, you know, me. Just bye.